Hey guys, it's me, Carrie, and I am here today to share my TBR for the Romance Takeover Readathon that is going to begin on November 29th. It has quite a few hosts, so I will link their information down below. Please go and see their announcement videos and their TBRs. They have some great recommendations, I'm sure, on there. The ones that I have seen so far have had great ones. And it's really inclusive. You have a blank bingo board, so you get to fill that out however you want. There are 29 different prompts that you can choose from. There are social aspects and reading prompts. So if you want to do all social or all reading or mix them, it's totally up to you. And it is just to help you guys clear out your TBR before 2021. And how I'm going to do mine is I'm going to do 2 bingo boards. I'm going to do one that is just all social aspects, just to help out fellow romance YouTubers and YouTubers that are in here, just to help lift their channels, help any way I can, as little as my channel is, just try to help out. And then I'm going to do all reading prompts on the other. And I'm going to try to do 1 book per reading prompt. Wish me luck. I'm going to be reading 9 books. Most are physical copies. I do have 3. 2 are ebooks and 1 is a audiobook. And here are the prompts that I chose. The first one that I have is a predicted 5-star read, which I have chosen. These Violent Delights, make sure I had it right, by Chloe Gong. And this is a Book of the Month Club choice, and what I for November. And what I found so interesting about this one is it is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, but it's done in the 1920s Singapore. And the heroine in here is a flapper, which you just don't see that often. So to me, that sounded interesting, and it sounded like something I definitely want to read. I have heard good reviews of it so far, so that also makes me think that I will give it 5 stars. The next thing I have is the age gap, and this is one of my ebooks, so I'll try to insert a picture if I can at all. And this is Acts of Atonement by Eleanor Aldrich, and there's a 13-year age gap between the two. She is over 18, I know. He is her uncle's best friend and her dad's business partner, which sounds like all kinds of messiness, all kind of my cup of tea. And I don't know if I could get a picture in here, guys, but my uncle's best friend definitely didn't look like this. I don't know if your guys did, but mine definitely didn't. The next choice for a reading prompt that I got is a host recommended read, which I kind of did a 2 for this one because Jenn from the Book Refuge, if you're not in her Discord, you definitely should be. There's all kinds of interesting things going on in there, and she's in there along with most of the other romance YouTubers around. She is rereading 2 of her favorites, one contemporary and one historical rereads that she let people vote on. And the winner that I chose for the host recommended read is The Takeover by T.L. Swan. And I believe I'm kind of going into this one just a little blindly. I know this is the second one in the series, but I don't believe that you have to read them in any kind of order. This one is about a business tycoon who is trying to take over a woman's deceased husband's business, and they kind of clash heads. So I'm excited to read this with Jenn. And the next prompt that I have is Cinnamon Roll Hero. And this is also an ebook that I chose. And this is Beginner's Luck by Kate Claiborne. I saw really good reviews. I think it had like 4.38 or so stars, or maybe a little higher. People seem to really enjoy it. It's a trilogy of these women that won the lottery. The woman in the story was a chemist, and I think just trying to get away from the area where she won the lottery. She moves, and a gentleman is trying to get her to be his head chemist at his company, and she's not really wanting to do it. And he is a cinnamon roll because he seems to be very sweet, and he's trying to reconnect with his dad, and that's not going so well. So I chose that one. I got that off of a list on Goodreads also. And what I chose for my next prompt is a recent release. So what I picked was Wicked Idol by Becker Gray. This actually released on November 19th. And this is about a guy. They're in a boarding school, and the headmaster's daughter starts at that school. And he kind of like runs the school and does all of the stuff that those type of guys do, and just thinks he's really in control there, and doesn't like the fact that she's there, and is really trying to blow him out of the water. The next prompt that I chose was for A Tortured Hero, and this is the audiobook that I chose. This is Beautiful Disaster by Jamie McGuire. I kind of feel like I've heard of this book before, but it's just not clicking with me. The first couple of reviews that I saw for it on Goodreads were not great. A lot of people were saying that he, was super, super possessive, and just was kind of overly aggressive. There were no, I listened to a little bit of it just to see if it would be problematic for me. So far it seems fine. I did hear the part that they were referring to, which was he trashed an apartment after she left. And to me, I mean, it wasn't overly aggressive or something that would have triggered me. It may trigger someone else, so just putting that out there so you guys know. He's a little possessive. It's a darker romance. He's an underground MMA fighter out of college. She is the daughter of a ex-gambler from Las Vegas, who kind of became a celebrity because when she turned 13, he had no more luck, and she had all the luck. So he blamed her for that. So she was kind of like an anti-celebrity in and that way. So I thought it sounded interesting. When people kind of trash a book, I like to read it just to see what it is about. The next one I have is The Bad Boy, and I chose for that one Rough Justice by Sarah Castile. It's a little shiny, sorry guys. This is a motorcycle club book. I actually have the whole series, have not read it yet. Oh man, it's really shiny. This is I got this from Best World Books, I think, and was not expecting this. It's like one of those library copies that is a paperback that they make into a hardback. And this is about a woman who dad is the leader of a motorcycle club. She kind of runs away from all that. She doesn't want to be involved in that. Moves kind of cross country, and someone finds her from a rival motorcycle club and kidnaps her. And I thought it would be interesting. This is only going to be the third motorcycle club book that I've read. So if you've read it, definitely let me know what you guys think of it. Let's see, what else do I have? My next prompt is going to be for older woman, younger man. And what I'm going to read, this is actually a ebook. So I have three. I'm sorry, I have 3 ebooks. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. And sorry about that. And this is Noah by Elizabeth Reyes. He could actually be a cinnamon bun type hero also. It is about a woman who gives up everything to go help her mom who is dying, and in the kind of turmoil of after she dies, she got depressed, of course. She gained weight. She was unemployed and really only has maybe a friend or two. And so one of her best friend she gets her into a gym and tells her, this will help with your depression. This will help you lose the weight that you feel bad about. And help you move past and work on your issue. And so Noah becomes her personal trainer. She's 28, he is 20. And it sounded interesting, so I got this off of a Goodreads list too, and I thought that it sounded good, and I would definitely read that. And the last one I have is for historical, and this is the other book that I am going to be buddy reading with everybody else with Jenn. And this is Jennifer Ashley's The Madness of Lord Ian Mackenzie. She really raves about this one. And I thought, I've been wanting to read it. I didn't have it though. And I wanted to start the whole Mackenzie series. So I thought this would be a good time to go ahead and start it with her. And read this with her. And go ahead and get it started. I know that there's going to be a live on November 29th where Jenn is going to be reading historical is going to be her subject on that night. That'll be the kickoff night. You guys should definitely stop in, and I will be there. I will not be hosting or be in there. I'll just be in the chat. But I look forward to hearing from you guys. Tell me about your TBRs. Or if you've read any of these books, tell me what you guys think about them. And if you are at all interested, please like and subscribe. Thank you.